Companies must protect their endpoints and applications, especially because of the significant number of bugs and vulnerabilities that today's attackers can use to successfully target and exploit in them. However, patching vulnerabilities is time-consuming and never-ending work, something attackers know all too well. That's why targeting users and the applications they use every day provides attackers with points of entry that allow them to launch devastating attacks. To deal with an attack, organizations must be able to detect an exploit as early as possible in its attack lifecycle in order to stop it before it can be entrenched in a network. This is key because once entrenched, an attacker can move throughout a network, opening doors to data theft and other destructive action. But cutting the effectiveness of these types of application and endpoint vulnerabilities as viable vectors for attackers can't be done with traditional defenses alone. They only look for existing and known threats and aren't able to assess application process behavior, a potential key indicator of a threat. And their static signature or pattern-based protection systems are easily bypassed by skilled attackers. Instead, companies need a more proactive approach, one that can continuously apply exploit intelligence that can examine and track application and endpoint activity to determine if an exploit is taking place, and if so, to stop the exploit's progress prior to an endpoint being compromised. And that's what FireEye HX Exploit Guard delivers. FireEye HX Exploit Guard works with a wide range of applications and browsers to monitor activity and to determine whether an application's activity is customary or may indicate exploit activity. It can detect when an exploit is in progress and stop the exploit process in its tracks. And if a payload is downloaded during the process, HX Exploit Guard can also block it from executing. This unique level of early detection and prevention is key to stopping attackers from gaining a foothold in your network, reducing the risk of an attacker establishing themselves in a network, making them harder to detect and remove. And because FireEye HX protects all your company's endpoints, whether connected or not, you can quickly contain and investigate an endpoint without the risk of the potential compromise spreading to other endpoints. HX provides complete visibility into every endpoint. Companies can investigate and determine the total scope and impact of any incident, and establish a complete threat intelligence picture of every endpoint. Protect your endpoints and applications against exploits with FireEye HX Exploit Guard, and enable an adaptive defense against known and unknown threats.